Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 18th to the 24th of January in my medium passion planner. And it's snow today. Let's get started. So the kit I'm using this week is Aurora from Plannerface, and it's my final wintry kit for January, and it's the only one that's seen any snow, so it was very apt for this week. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can save yourselves 10% by using my code in the description below and mention me for my freebie. I've started off this spread by shading in the parts of the timelines where I'm going to be asleep, and then I've used a grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in my alarm times, and I've completely forgotten to split my personal and work to-dos, but I'll get back to that in a sec. I'm using my passion marker to fill in the daily focus boxes of the days that I'm not going to be at work. It's another 4-day week for me, so Friday to Sunday off. And then I'm also going to use the same pen to colour in the check boxes in the bottom left hand corner, and this is when I realised that I haven't split my personal work to-dos or drawn out my mini habit tracker for the week. It's funny how you can do pretty much the same thing every time you set up your planner and then still completely forget something that you do every week. So I'm just going to grab my grey Stabilo fine liner again, and as usual, to split my personal and work to do boxes, I'm lining up my ruler with the edge of the timeline above, and that splits them perfectly in half. And then for my 5-day habit tracker for things I have to do at work every single day, I'm just measuring 5 and a bit millimeters across each time. And then I can go back in with my passion marker and finish colouring in my check boxes. Can someone tell past me that I still haven't split my weekly focus box though, please? Next, I'm going to grab the fine liner side of my passion marker and use that to mark in my work hours for the week, and I'm going over each line twice because the ink on the fine liner side comes out particularly pale and I want it to stand out. I'm also using my old plastic ruler on the left hand side page and my metal ruler on the right hand side page because I still need that extra bit of flexibility that I don't get with my metal ruler for drawing straight lines on the side where there aren't many pages. The final part of my pen base is to just add in my breakfast, lunch and dinners for every day, so I'm going in with my Pilot Friction pen to write in all of those meals, and then I'll be highlighting over those with my passion marker, which is my January theme colour of light blue. I was kind of worried that I was going to use all of these snowy kits in January and then it would get like really wintry in March or something like it normally does in the UK, but we had a decent amount of snow today and I had a little walk around in it, and I did have to go for a drive in it, which wasn't the best. But yeah, I had a really nice little walk, and that's where I've decided to film my intro and outro while I was just like wandering around a field. I know it probably doesn't look like a lot of snow to people that live in other climates, but for like the southwest of England, kind of near the coast, this is a decent amount of snow, and everyone loves a little bit of snow now and then, just as long as it's gone by the time I have to go to work tomorrow. So that's my pen base. Now I can get some stickers down on the paper, and I'm going to start with my meal plan sticker, which as always is something that I made in Excel and printed off on sticker paper myself. Next I'm going to add my daily check-in habit tracker, and then I'm going to add in this adorable full box, and I swear I bought this kit pretty much just for this decorative box. Next, I'm going to grab my thin strips of washi, and I just cut the washi that comes with the kit in half to make covers for the Space for Infinite Possibility headers, the personal and work to-do list headers, and to make an extra header for my gratitude section in the bottom left hand corner. I'm just ripping the washi strips against the sharp side of my craft knife to cut them instead of actually cutting them properly, and that's just to leave that little gap in the middle and to trim them at the ends, because they're a little bit longer than the headers actually are. So we just need to grab the weekend banner and then we can get into some daily plans. The first thing that I'm going to mark with this flag is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's not like a proper holiday in the UK, but we don't really have an equivalent, so I still wanted it in my planner. Then I'm going to skip over to Tuesday and add in a bill at the end of the day, and I've just cut the bill due sticker from the kit in half so I only have the top part of it, and that way it doesn't take up so much space in my planner. There really wasn't a lot going on this week, so moving over to Wednesday, I'm using a mini event label to mark in that I'm working from home, and then a quarter box on Wednesday afternoon for a seminar that I have, which I'm marking with an icon from the kit. As always, I'm cutting a little chunk out of every sticker on the timelines just so they fit in the column better, and then lining it up using the side of my craft knife. Moving on to Thursday, I'm going to use a skinny event label to mark my friend's birthday with some balloon doodles from the kit. I'm then working out which way round my labels should go to mark in that I'm duty scientist this week, based on where my icons will be on all the stickers that I've eventually put in as the week goes on. As usual, I'm going to cut off the flag side of the larger event label and the label side of the smaller event label to make them kind of even out a little bit, and then I'm just going to add some deco from the kit. As is the same with most people, I don't like having all of my icons on one side of the column, so I tend to go like left and right the whole way down. I'm going to skip ahead to Sunday and use another event label to mark in my grocery shop, again using a doodle from the kit. And this involved driving in the snow, which isn't my favourite thing, but once I got on the main roads it was fine. Next, I'm going to mark out my planning time the same way I usually do, using a flag from the kit with the planner icon, and then I'm going to add another quarter box under that to mark in recording my voiceover, which, as usual, I am finishing on Sunday. So I'm just going to mark recording my voiceover with some candle deco from the kit, and then I'm going to start adding in my workout routine for the week. So on Monday I have a yoga class, which is all online. I'm still doing the Yoga with Adriene challenge at the moment as well. And then Wednesday is a weights day, Thursday and Saturday are cardio days, and then Friday and Sunday are also weights days. And they're all just done in my lounge at this point. I'm not running outside, especially not in the snow. The payday flag that I've added in is just a spare that I had from my stash. I think it's from a Plannerface monthly. And then I'm adding in a bin doodle to remind us to take the bins out on Thursday. I've then cut up the Monday to Sunday box so that I can use it as like washi strips, and I'm marking uploading this YouTube video with an icon from Ickle & Co. I'm also adding in a half box on Saturday evening for whatever we got up to, which, as we're still in full lockdown, was pretty much just binge watching Scrubs because it's all on 4OD at the moment. Can recommend, it definitely holds up. I think we've got to season 5 so far. Next, I'm going to add in the cleaning checklist from the kit onto Sunday morning, and this is just to block off some time for me to get all of that cleaning done, although I did spend some of that time this morning out walking in the snow. I'm using a doodle from the kit to add a little icon to the cleaning checklist, and then I'm also going to add the laundry icon onto Monday. The last thing I'm going to add in is a quarter box onto Friday morning for my budgeting. So this is just to block off some time for me to review my budget from January and have a look at my budget for February, and I'm marking that with one of the brand new doodles from Plannerface, which are these cute piggy bank ones. It was at this point I realised that my planning time sticker had been really wonky this whole time, so I just fixed that before I move on to filling in my spread with my Pilot friction pen. So there wasn't really a whole lot of pre-planning to do for this week because, well, lockdown, you know. Hopefully next week will be a little bit more exciting. But overall, I think this week was decent. Work was fine, and because we got our new board game last week, we've just played that quite a few nights. So that's changed things up a bit because we've had something new to do. How weird is it we've now been in lockdown for so long that I'm getting excited over having a new board game just because it's changing things up a little bit. It's ridiculous. It was a lot of fun playing it though. If you follow my Insta story at all, you'll know that I also got some scales delivered yesterday, some smart scales. So that was pretty exciting. I've really relied in the past on the body metrics machine at my gym because I don't really like just looking at weight. So having something that actually measures muscle mass and body fat percentage is really handy for me. As I've said before, I try not to focus too much on those measures, but when I'm training at home, it's nice to have something to be like a guide of how well I'm doing, because I can't really increase my weight because I don't have that much weight to lift in my lounge. Yeah, that was really exciting. It's always nice to get new stuff. But I think it's the first package that I've had delivered that wasn't for Christmas presents or planner related stuff for like months. So apart from board game and new scales and snow, not a lot has really happened this week. That's just how lockdown is. It's kind of difficult to plan for and even more difficult to voice over. So I'm just filling in my to-do list in the bottom left-hand corner, and then I can move on to my weekly focuses. For my personal focus this week, I just went with marking that it's lockdown. I kind of want to be able to remember why I wasn't doing a lot in these weeks, and also I want to keep it as my focus to make sure that I am focusing on looking after myself while we're in lockdown, because it's quite tough mentally and it's frustrating at the best of times. For my work focus this week, I have a presentation I have to deliver remotely, obviously, in a few weeks' time, and I just really needed to get started on that now because I'm basically delivering a module of training to some students, essentially. So that's all my pre-planning done for this week. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here's the spread all filled in, guys, and unfortunately I filmed this clip before I went out in the snow and took some cute photos, so I'll probably chuck some of those in next week or just add them into this spread later. But I really love how this one turned out. I'm so glad that I have a snowy kit to go with a snowy day, and the colours for this kit just scream January to me. So that's everything for this video, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!